Hello, Iman Poroy here. In today's video, we're going to learn Bahasa Indonesia through a cut scene that I took from a movie called YOLO. So without further ado, let's take a look at the screen now. So here is the movie that we're going to learn. I just took a small piece of this, and then we're going to learn vocabulary used in that short scene, and then we're going to discuss the vocabulary being used in that short scene. Okay, let's take a look at this, and there you are. And then this is the transcription. Actually, I've also made an article about this on my blog. This anjir meaning in Indonesia. So this because in that short scene there's a word anjir being spoken. So I explain what is the meaning of anjir with a detailed explanation in here. So I think it's better for you to read the article by yourself, and then let's go to the clip right here. Okay.
Gila, lo makan banyak banget anjir.
So this person name is Umu. Okay, and this person name is Dita. They are friends. And here Dita is telling about something, is telling Umu about something, about everything, and then they go out eat in a cafe or in a restaurant or something. Gila lo. Okay, here.
Lo bener-bener harus
In this scene, as we can see, Umo is stuffing her face out, stuffing her face. So that's why Dita says something like this.
Gila, lo makan banyak banget anjir.
Mo, gila lo makan banyak banget anjir. Okay, gila in English it will translate to crazy. And then but in this context, gila is used to refer to, oh my god, holy shit, like showing in this scene, gila is used to show surprise, how Dita surprised of how much Umu ate, like that. Okay, so gila in this fashion is just showing surprises. Okay, lo, gila lo makan banyak banget anjir. Gila. Okay, lo, or sometimes you will see it written as lu, or a lu, or lu, like that. It all have it all have the same meaning. So it is like the formal version of the word anda or you. So usually lu is you, gue, I, and then usually it is used in Jakarta, but it's right now I think it is widely spread in Indonesia, because of a lot of movies using like here, like you just saw right here. She's using word lo, gua lu, like that. So it becomes widespread in Indonesia. Lu anda. Lo makan banyak banget anjir. Makan. To eat or eat, okay. Banyak, much, many. You ate so much, like that. Banget. Okay, banget is the colloquial version of sekali. So like banyak banget equals to banyak sekali. So much or so many, like that. Banget. Anjir. So anjir actually anjir actually is a euphemism word from the word anjing. Anjing in literal meaning means dog. So, but in Indonesia, anjing can be used as used in its literal meaning, like for example in this here. Anjing meaning in Indonesian. Okay, right there. Anjing meaning in Indonesian. So as you can see, this I give you examples using anjing in its literal meaning, but also I also give you example how Indonesian use the word anjing as a curse word. This is very strong word if you use it as a curse word. Anjing. Okay, so because of this is such a strong word, they Indonesian people try to make it softer, softer by making it anjir or turn it into anjay or turn it into anjrit. It all have the same meaning, dogs, but but now like anjir, anjay, anjrit has other meanings other than just like a swearing word, curse word. Like in this context, Dita is saying, "Gila, lo makan banyak banget anjir." Anjir in here is not used as a curse word, but showing like surprise. Dita is really surprised looking at her friend, and then, wow, you ate so much. God damn it, you ate so much. Holy shit, you ate so much like that. So it's just showing surprise. Anjir here is just showing surprise. It is not a curse word in this scene. Okay.
Lo bener-bener harus medical check up deh.
Lo bener-bener harus medical check up deh. Lo bener-bener. Bener is true. So bener-bener means really. You really. Lo bener-bener. You really. Okay. Harus. You really need. Harus is need or must. You really must. You really need. In this fashion is you really need. You really need to take a medical checkup for this. Okay, I really need to add this. You really need to take a medical checkup for this. You really need to. Okay. Medical checkup. There is a phatic expression means that the word has no meaning, but it transfer like emotion in there. Lu benar-benar harus medical check up. Deh is just emphasizing that you really need to take that medical checkup. Like that. Okay.
Satu gigit martabak aja.
Satu gigit martabak. Satu gigit. Satu is one. Gigit, bite. So satu gigit is one bite of something. Usually like satu gigit martabak. Martabak is here. What Umu is eating. Satu gigit martabak. This is called martabak. Let's see here. Okay. Martabak. So this is what it's called, martabak. Actually, there are two types of martabak in Indonesia. Martabak manis, like this, and martabak telur. Martabak manis is sweet, but martabak telur is savory. Okay, gigit. One bite of martabak, one bite of the martabak. Sama dengan equals. Sama dengan equal. Sama dengan equal lari 1 jam. 1 jam is 1 hour di treadmill. Tahu nggak? Okay, but sometimes you will see it is written as tahu nggak, but you don't pronounce this letter right here. So I'm gonna just make it different color into different color. Tahu nggak? So it's all the same. Tahu nggak? You know what? Tahu nggak? Okay.
Lari 1 jam di treadmill, tau nggak? Apalagi lo makan seloyang gini.
Apalagi lo makan, apalagi here it's not to mention or furthermore. Not to mention or furthermore, you makan seloyang. Seloyang is I forgot. What's the loyang? Okay, you ate the whole tray. Seloyang means satu loyang. So usually the word with se in front of the word sebiji, for example, it means satu biji. But for example, like sepatu, it's not satu patu. No. This is not. Sepatu is not satu patu. Sepatu is I forgot sepatu. What is sepatu? Sepatu. Oh, shoe. Okay, that's it. I just forgot. Sometimes you just forgot words. Okay, sepatu sebiji, sebuah. Okay, sepatu is not. We don't count it as sebuah. Okay, satu buah. 10, 10. But actually, this is also not 10, 10. But sometimes 1000, 1000. Lagi here 1000, 1000, 2000. Okay, 1000, 2000. But usually we don't say 1000. Usually we don't say 1000. We say it 1000. Okay. Apalagi lo makan seloyang. Seloyang, satu loyang. One tray. Satu loyang means like one tray. But in this sense, you eat the whole tray. Seloyang. Loyang. This loyang kue. This is what it means by loyang. Seloyang. It's the same. Seloyang. This is the seloyang. Seloyang. Okay. Seloyang. This is what it means by seloyang. So as you can see here, Umu is eating the whole tray. One whole tray of martabak.
Dito.
Ngapain? Okay, right here. Dita, ngapain? Why should I? Like that. It's hard to translate ngapain actually. Actually, ngapain can be used when you are asking someone what is she or he doing at the moment. For like and say, what are you doing? Lagi ngapain lu? Lagi ngapain lu? Or sedang, this is the formal one. Sedang melakukan apa Anda? But we usually in daily conversation we will say like this. Lagi ngapain? Lagi ngapain kamu? Okay. If you are in Jakarta, you will say like this. Lagi ngapain lu? Lagi ngapain lu? Lagi ngapain lu? Lagi ngapain kamu? Okay. Ngapain hidup sehat? Hidup sehat. Hidup is to live. Sehat, healthy. Kalau is short. Kalau is the colloquial version of kalau. So kalau is the informal version of kalau. If actually in daily conversation, when you say kalau in so fast, it will sound kalau. It will morph into kalau. Okay. Enggak is other way of writing it. Enggak. Sometimes you will see also ga like that. It all have the same meaning. No. Enggak bisa. Cannot. Dinikmatin. Okay, actually dinikmati to enjoy something. To enjoy something. So right here, dinikmatin with an here is the colloquial way of saying dinikmati. So you just put there the an, dinikmatin. Ngapain hidup sehat kalau nggak bisa dinikmatin? What's good about living healthy if you can enjoy your life? If you can enjoy your life,
Ngapain hidup sehat kalau nggak bisa dinikmatin? Kan ujungnya bakal mati juga.
kan ujungnya bakal mati juga, kan? Kan is actually like we usually to emphasize something, ya kan, like this. For instance, like kan, right? Usually use like ya kan, right? Okay, kan ujungnya is just like ujungnya bakal mati juga kan? Or I can just switch this, kan ujungnya bakal mati juga. I can just switch it into like asking approval. Ujungnya bakal mati juga kan? In the end, we all dead, right? So kan here, it's like right. You ask for approval to the person that you're speaking to, that you're speaking with. Kan ujungnya bakal mati juga. Ujungnya bakal mati juga kan? It really has the same meaning. This two sentences here. Kan ujungnya bakal mati juga. Ujungnya bakal mati juga kan? In the end, we all dead, right? So bakal. Another synonym for this, another word for this is akan. Akan. Will. Mati. Dead. Juga. Also. So if I translate this word for word, it will sound like this. Kan ujungnya bakal mati juga. Right? In the end, will dead also. So if I translate this word for word, that is the translation. But here, kan ujungnya bakal mati juga. We all end up dead after all. Like that. Okay, so I guess that's all for now. So if you have any question about the scene or the vocabulary that we are just learning, just make the comment in the comment box below. Then I will happy to answer it. So I think that's all for now. Talk to you soon and bye now.